Hello and welcome to Photoshop Training Class 001. In this tutorial, we're going to show you guys how to get started using Photoshop. Now, as you can see right here, I have a project already open in Photoshop, and we're going to work on this project. Over to the left, you can see some tools we're going to be using in Photoshop. And at a later date, we're going to show you how each individual tool is properly used. Okay, now we're going to leave the tools section and we're going to move up here at the top of the board. The top of the board is very important also. As you can see, you see your title bar, and this will help you navigate your way through the use of Photoshop. There's a series of titles that you can use. We're going to get into using titles and what to do. Over here to the right is like a docking station. We're going to show you guys how to set up your sidebar of your project window. You just come up to Windows and you can see a series of titles you can open up, and that will open up in your Photoshop board. Okay, over here, as you can see at the bottom, those are titles that we have already opened. You can see the check mark indicate what is open. Okay, moving right here along your project window. As you can see, we have a project open, and what we're going to do, we're going to show you how to set up a workstation. Photoshop comes with a variety of workboards that you can choose from already set up for you, for your use. As you can see how they change. Well, these are different boards. At a later date, we're going to show you how these particular boards work. But for right now, we're going to go to a standard board. I named it the Gunny. That's my particular workboard. You can name it whatever you like to do when you set up your workboard. All right. Now, as you can see, we have two projects open, the before and after. This is the after. As you can see, I got rid of everything that I didn't want. Going back to the before picture, as you can see, cones and people are standing everywhere all over the workboard. But I wanted to remove all this stuff and keep a standard photograph. As you can see up here, now let's look right here. Go to your after. See right here, notice this cone next to the car. Well, when you go to the after, it is now removed. And I had to replace that portion of the car. We're going to show you guys how to do that. Going back to the original. See all of this right here on the project? Well, I wanted to remove all of that, but notice the car. You don't see the front end of that particular car. Well, when I went up to the after, I had to build the front end of that car once I removed everything from this photograph. The more you play around with Photoshop, the better you will get. Going back to the original picture, notice all of these people right here in the bus. Well, I had to keep in mind what is behind this bus. What will be there? You see some trees and you see a portion of the wall there, and you know the bus is in the street. Well, when I got rid of it, I had to replace the street. Notice I had to build the building, replace the trees and the wall that was behind the bus. We're going to work on this particular project, and we're going to show you guys how to get started using some of your tools in Photoshop.